All right, the Detroit Lions are being linked to a corner that I really like and one that the Lions can pick up in the second, maybe third round. Perfect for Brad Holmes to address the cornerback position. He definitely has to do it, but you don't have to go for it right in that first round pick. I think that's where Brad Holmes is going to be more creative. Trade up, trade back, get get a wide receiver, get something best player available, and I think he'll use the later picks to get a corner. And so we're going to take a look at this guy. He was in for a top 30 visit. So remember, teams get 30 players that they can really visit with, go visit, have in, interview, spend basically extra time with. And so as you read kind of read into those, you get an idea what teams are looking to do, and just gives you an idea of what's going on. It's rare. I mean, it happens, but it's rare that it's like they never met with you, never talked to you, and just draft you. So again, I shouldn't say it's even that rare, but so you want to kind of pay attention to who they're talking to. So this guy is Nehemiah Pritchett. Let me pull him up here. Okay, here's our guy, Nehemiah Pritchett. He's a corner out of Auburn. Thinks that he'll go in the second or third round. Here's what's crazy about him. He's kind of longer, good size, 6 foot, long arms, but is really fast. So let me just look at his 40-yard dash was a 4.36. Solid vertical jump, but good size at 6 foot 190 and good arm length. And so it's kind of projected that he'll be a good backup with the potential to develop into a starter. So that's perfect. That's what the Lions, obviously, if you can draft a blue chip corner in the first round, then great. But we need depth. We need depth that can develop into a starter. We need some more bodies. And so when you look at him, he's he notched 115 tackles in 5 years at Auburn. So like not the greatest stats. And it even talks about how he doesn't have flashy numbers, but right here it talks about it, but his intangibles and skill set point towards being a capable contributor at the NFL level. He's a lengthy defender with solid speed. I would say incredible speed that allows him to stay at the hip of wideouts on vertical routes. So what you're looking for is a physical corner. Think what the Lions want. Physical corner. They play a lot of man, but I like bigger corners just to give yourself a chance on some of those jump balls and things that are balls in the air, right? So I don't like a 5'10" corner. Instead, he's 6 foot. I think he can really do good things. So in 9 games for the Tigers last season, he was targeted just 26 times and only allowed 12 receptions on the year, which is crazy. He allowed a completion percentage of 46 to an NFL equivalent passer rating of 58.8. So this is just kind of a lockdown guy, good size, good speed, wasn't tested a lot. So this is where the Brad Holmes just scouting just comes in so huge. Here's a guy, right? If he's sitting there at second round, third round, do you know enough about him? Do you feel comfortable enough on tape? Because remember, the Lions don't have the cornerback room that they were hoping to build. They trade for Carlton Davis. They get Amik Robertson. It's like, let's go. And then right away, Cam Sutton leaves. And then they do re-sign Vildor. But it feels like, man, just draft somebody good and let's see what we've got. So when you take that over to a mock draft simulator with that in mind, cornerback, and you want to just see who's available here. So I did this hyper speed. Let's just take a look and see. No trades, just kind of see who's available and what it looks like. So look at the players that went right before. Center, tackle, Kool-Aid does go at 26. Chop Robinson, defensive end, goes 25 to the Packers. That's frustrating. Don't like that. Bo Nix all the way down here. So there's a few. Oh, Brian, that's one that is like a dream, but I don't think it's going to make it. Brian Thomas Jr. Definitely take him if he's still available at 29, but it seems like a long shot. Now, okay. I just don't like Cooper DeJean. And I've seen really good highlights. I remember him at Iowa. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about that one. Okay. Oh, that seems early for Mitchell. Zach Frazier, Sandra still seems a little early too. Let me know. I have so much trouble with the Michigan guys. I really like Michigan. So I like the Michigan guys. but they were on a loaded team together, kind of take them out of there. Is Sanders still as good as I think? I don't know. I don't think he's as good as everyone loves the guy, because he was just like a good Michigan guy that helped reboot the franchise. Like, I love him, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Chris Braswell, Alabama, done. Defensive end. Can't go wrong there. I mean, you can't. You can't go wrong at defensive end, defensive end and corner. Or offensive line, really would be a tackle. There's Marshawn Nealand, who's in the second round that we kind of keep taking. Jalen Polt, Chris Jenkins. I'm going Chris Jenkins. Michigan guy. I just talked about how I can't evaluate them correctly because I am too emotionally invested. Okay, now we need to get a corner. Let's get a corner. Oh, Blake Corum. I would see they're a Michigan guy again. I would. Phillips, Kentucky corner. Okay, so able to address corner in the third round, but get top end talent in the first and second round. Defensive linemen that can really play the John Kaminsky role. John Kaminsky just fell off last year. It's unfortunate because he played so well for us 2 years ago and was a big piece of what we needed to do. Okay. Oh yeah, it's saying you drafted Chris Braswell. You should have. No. Okay, here we go. C plus. Chris Jenkins and then Phillips. Again, Chris Jenkins, defensive end, defensive line, offensive line, and corner. That's what we need. And anybody else, maybe a receiver, right? Receiver would be something that is now a need, and that's where we have to understand or kind of decide is Donovan Peoples-Jones is the guy that we're expecting to step in there. Another Michigan guy, but it's like I don't think he's great, but that would really solve a lot of problems if Donovan Peoples-Jones can just take over Josh Reynolds' spot there at wide receiver. Then we don't have to worry about reaching for a wide receiver. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Then you can just focus on interior offensive line. Yeah, interior offensive line is one that we just need the depth. We got some older guys there, plus injury prone. And then corner, and then secondary even. I mean, backup safety is something that we still need. And that's the thing. There's not a ton, but there's still a lot of good free agents out there that after the draft shuffle the roster around a little bit and see what's out there. We're going to go live for the draft. We go live. It's a lot of fun. It's super interactive. So if you follow us at all, subscribe, and make sure that you join us for the draft, and we'll see all of you on the next one.